Get your life back to normal. Lonnie with Restore It Restoration.
Welcome to another edition of the Service Guys podcast. I'm your co-host, Ruel Abadam. I'm the man responsible for all the technical difficulties leading up to getting this thing recorded. And on the other end of the recording is our good friend, our service professional, Lonnie Beecham. What's up, Lonnie?
How you doing, Ruel? Where are you at today? You walking around like last time?
I'm going to do kind of like last time, but just hit a different route.
Okay.
How about you? Are you in the office?
Pulling in here pretty quick. I'm in the drive.
What's the weather like over where you're at?
Probably around 45, 48 today.
Oh, my.
Dusting off all our snow, so everything's kind of sloppy.
We're at 57.
57, that's shorts weather.
I'm shivering, man.
Oh, man. I almost put shorts on today.
Oh, my God.
It was only 29 when I left the house, and it's supposed to be 45 today. I'm inside, a lot, in a warm vehicle, a lot. And, yeah.
Snuggling with the mold.
Yeah.
Feeling warm. Does mold even emit heat? Yeah, right? Or is it no? Moisture.
You know what? I don't know that answer. I've never been asked that one before.
I don't know. How about those dead bodies that you collect? Are they warm because of all the activity from all the maggots and stuff?
Well, yes and no. Curtis. Yes and no. Kind of depends on how freshly dead they are. And
fresh and dead.
And the animal or insect activity will, like, you can see termites. So yeah,
all of them sort of rubbing up against each other, getting warm, creating friction.
I guess I'm not a bug expert by no means. Can you hear my neighbor? One thing I don't like about my new shop is I got a car detailed neighbor in the
no, I'm not picking up. I'm not picking it up. Yeah,
drives me borderline insane. Listening to air compressors and vacuums and pressure washers all day long and all night. I mean, he keeps weird hours, and I keep weird hours.
I was listening to a few episodes back where you were handing keys back to somebody, and you're like, "All right, have a good day, ladies." This was the Take Ruel to Work Day episode.
Oh yeah.
And then before you left, the final thing you said was, "Now you just have to listen to construction noises."
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm finally sitting, not driving.
Well, welcome to the Christmas episode.
That is just around the corner, isn't it?
Yeah, and the New Year's episode too.
Yeah, it'll be probably 2020 by the time this one comes out.
No, we'll put it out earlier. That's why I wanted to jump on it.
Gotcha. Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody, and Hanukkah and all the good stuff. Hope you get what you wanted for Christmas.
Yeah, are you going to get everything you're wanting?
All I want is world peace.
World peace. So the answer is no.
I want a lot of things, but I don't really, really want a lot of things. So whatever I get, I'll be thankful for. How about you?
Yeah, my wife and I gave each other credit card debt free for Christmas. So we're very blessed this year.
Yay! Awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You're gonna do like the whole Dave Ramsey countdown?
No, I'm not that ambitious and excited. I mean, yeah. No, but it is nice to be down to a house payment, and we do have a bit of a car payment on my daughter's car. That she's turning 16 tomorrow, so birthday and Christmas is a car or a Ford Escape, an SUV thing. So
yeah. So everybody going to be home for the holidays?
Far as family being home, I got my youngest sister-in-law and her husband and my nieces. They'll be home. My middle sister-in-law, she'll be, I guess, still in California. And my brother will be, I don't know where he'll be. Either New York or Seattle. I don't know. So, yeah, we got family coming in, but not everybody. That just happens.
Yeah, we're going to be hosting Christmas at our place, meaning lunch, a nice spread, cousins and whatnot, and then.
And what do you call it? Christmas breakfast?
No, it'll be a lunch. We did the breakfast thing a while back.
Yeah, I can't remember last time we talked. That was a new term for me, whatever you called it.
It was the my wife calls it the North Pole breakfast, and
there you go, North Pole breakfast.
Yep, there are elves and pancakes and some fruit, and I was responsible for the bacon. And this year, just threw in some mimosas just for the heck of it.
Right?
Yeah. I was telling my wife, we need to book these. We need to book these, make these available for folks to kind of buy into and reserve. Get a space and host an event. I can totally see that happening.
Charge for it.
Yeah, like it was funny. There was this one day. My wife was organizing a birthday for some sort of party for the kids, and she printed out a nice, fancy invitation. And in the party, there were all of these activities. It's a STEM-themed activity, science, technology, blah, blah, blah sort of stuff. So my wife bought all these little tiny kits where you can do all this cool stuff with engineering things. And the flyer got passed around at the school, and then some stranger called my wife up because my wife left her on the invite, and the stranger said, I wanted to know how she could sign her kids up for the event. My wife was like, no, this is a private party. But it was funny, people wanting to sign up. I'm thinking, if we had the space, we could totally do that,
Yeah. Yeah, just make a charge for it.
So, North Pole breakfast, some educational activities, we'll figure out how we could bundle all those things into their own thing and make a buck off of them. Because my wife really organizes that stuff really well. Okay.
Are you on mute?
No, not anymore. I was.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Snorting over the mic, clearing my throat. Oh, good God.
Yeah, I got something. Seems like I got a cough or something, and I don't have a fancy cough mic. So
I don't know if we've ever talked about it before, but around this, the holidays, Christmas and stuff, does business kind of pick up? Does it slow down, or is it sort of like normal, whatever normal is?
Well, for disaster restoration companies, the wintertime picks up a lot. Usually more in the fire restoration. I don't do fires, so for me, it's more weather related. So when it gets freezing cold out and freezing pipes, or the more you're in the house and kids are out of school for, a week or 3 or whatever and stuff, then we do get a lot of bathtub overflows, or, anytime you're in your house, you're going to mess something up, basically. So we see a little spike in work-related activity around Christmas and holidays. Now, freezing pipe come January and stuff, when we're sub-zero and wind chills and stuff for days and weeks on end, then we'll be hammered big time come January, February. Now, when I did fire restoration work, I was with a service master for 11, 12 years, and every Thanksgiving I worked a fire, every Thanksgiving, without fail.
Oh, gee.
There's always some drunk guy, drunk brother-in-laws getting together trying to deep fry a frozen turkey, and the house goes up in flames. And every Thanksgiving, the week before, we would just stock up on tarps and plywood and lumber, and because we knew we were going to get a call somewhere, at least one call, if not 3 or 4 calls, and go and have to board up a house and secure it and keep the weather out and that sort of thing. And
God, I can only imagine.
Christmas, a lot of Christmas dinners, turkey, people baking stuff. Here's a Google term for you: protein fires. They are the nastiest fire out there. It is disgusting. Everybody, running around in the holidays and chaos and excitement and stuff, and people will forget about, that they got a ham or a turkey or something in the oven, and they'll go shopping or something and come back and the house is engulfed in flames from the protein.
What?
And, so yeah,
oh my God.
Every holiday that involves food, the fire restoration guys get hammered.
That's bad.
Yeah, protein fires are, it puts out I don't know how to describe it, like an orangey clear film on everything, and it's really hard to clean. It takes specialized cleaning chemicals, and it gets everywhere, and it stinks. Just imagine, the time you've accidentally overcooked bacon and caught it. Just magnify that by the size of a 20-pound turkey or a ham or something, or a roast or something. It is disgusting, and it is really hard to clean, really hard to deal with.
Yeah, and all of our vegan listeners are like, that's exactly why you should not eat meat.
I doubt we have any vegan listeners. I hope we don't. Did I say that?
Hey, man.
Vegetarian is good, but vegan, that's a mental disorder.
I'm plant-based, man.
Good for you.
I saw this. I forget who posted it, who shared it. It was like, there's this technology that converts plants into meat, and it's just a picture of cows grazing.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
I love it.
A few hundred times a week, actually. Yeah, yeah. We've been doing it for centuries. Do you have any topics today, or are you just free flowing off the top of your head?
A little bit of both, but I'm pulling up that bit of information that I shared earlier. Let's see what could come of it. Just give me a second while I pull that up. You know what I'm talking about, right? So those interesting topics online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you might have been Googling protein fire.
No. But it is lunchtime, and I could use a good protein fire. Let's see. Where is this thing nasty. At? Where is this thing at? Yeah, I've been browsing the Reddit boards very briefly, and was thinking like, wow, there's some interesting questions on this thing that I'm pretty sure I can't answer, but I'm sure Lonnie has an idea.
Yeah, hit me with a few of them.
Okay, so let me find something that's cool, because something I could understand that way. Hold on. Let's see if this means anything to you. Compact. Nope, I lost it. Hey, Lonnie, can you vamp for a second? Yeah. I got to pick up a call, okay? Sorry about that.
Okay. All right.
It'll just be for a little bit.
Okay. A little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be back. I promise.
All right. I wonder how long a little bit is. I'm not doing very good at vamping. It's hard to vamp on the fly when you're tired. Oh, we all might need to cut this part out. So our kids got out of school 3 hours early, and apparently my adjoining neighbor, car detailer guy, has his kids over, and they're bouncing balls
back.
like crazy. All right.
Oh, I just heard bouncing. I heard bouncing balls. Well, I definitely heard balls.
That.
Thanks, Rich.
Now I'm getting a call. I'll bounce him. Yeah, it's your turn. I'll be right back.
Okay. Speaking of balls, I wish I was good at handling them. What? Yeah. Well, I am browsing let's get out of balls. Browsing online for some interesting topics to see what kind of interesting answers we can get out of Lonnie. How about that? So, I'm in a home improvement forum, and I'm hoping that I can get something good and interesting, or interesting and good. Did that even make any sense? Okay, folks. I am going to search for things of mold. All right.
When you're hiring someone to clean your carpets, you're probably assuming that they're using better equipment and better cleaning solutions than you would. Unfortunately, this is not always the case. Their equipment should heat the water to 200 degrees to ensure that your carpets are not only clean, but disinfected. Next time you hire someone to clean your carpet or tile, ask them how hot their water gets. If they don't know or it's less than 200 degrees, send them back and call me, Lonnie Beecham, with Restore It Restoration. I'll get your carpets done right and your life back to normal.
I think this would be an easy one for Lonnie. Not that entertaining, but maybe it would warm him up. Let's see. It would be how to finish a wall without creating moisture and mold issues. So maybe that's something that he could work on. He could warm up on. And then we can move on. Let's see. Yeah. Do you need a mold specialist to remove mold in sheetrock? Yeah. Possible mold issue under mattress. Gotta find something good.
All right. That was interesting.
It was. What are you talking about?
Yeah. So that was a bat, dead bat. It's a problem. We looked at a property, me and a animal control guy, and they didn't like his pricing to get rid of the bats and sanitize everything. So so they did it themselves and they fixed it, and now the property's up for sale. And there's dead bats laying all over the upstairs apartment. And so, I will probably be in an attic later today or Monday.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's good. So just like that.
So this time of the year, the bats are just dying off, or what?
Well, don't know what's going on. The people might have blocked off the entry points, and these might have been bats that got trapped in. If you do it, so the animal control guys, they put up specialized tubing, for lack of a better word, that'll let the bats out at night, but they can't figure out how to get back in. So that's kind of what they do on a bat exclusion. And there's always a bat or two that doesn't quite make it, and they die because they starve to death. So there's usually one or two that don't make it, but apparently there's like dozens of dead bats laying on the floor of this upstairs apartment, and it's been vacant for a while. So, it's on the market. So we don't know what they did. So if somebody's going to do it themselves and they just go and grab some caulking or plywood or whatever to fill the holes where the bats are getting in, but you're not doing anything to let the bats out first, now you got a dead bat smell in your place. So we'll have to figure that out later. I told him I'll call you back. I'm on the other line. So I'm not going to go get up in an attic right now. I'll probably do it Monday.
Okay, so...
And I can't do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's my daughter's 16th birthday, and we actually have a full day of surprises lined out for her. So, nice fancy dinner, taking the boyfriend with her to some place to eat tomorrow night down at the Lake of the Ozarks, and then horse-drawn carriage thing, and then he's surprising her with taking her to Fox Theater in St. Louis Sunday morning. So she just thinks it's a quiet birthday at home with grandma and grandpa and family, and a little bit more involved than that. Of course, we got cake and ice cream going on tomorrow too, but
and a brand new iPhone.
Yeah, we still haven't got that. Still haven't done nothing with that.
Cool. Sounds like fun.
Yeah. So anyway, so back to you. Did you find your Reddit question thread things?
I did, and I was as you were on your call, I was talking about some possible questions related to mold and things. But then you brought up bats, and so I was like, well, maybe we could kind of start off with some bats.
What do you like to know? I don't know much about bats. I just know what they look like when they're dead. Okay.
Well, how do you go about locating and removing these dead things? What's like I go up in a place that I don't ordinarily go to in my house, and I realize like, oh crud, that's a dead bat. Oh, maybe there's 13 dead bats. Like, do I just I got to get the Hoover and just vacuum the heck out of this place, or is there a safe and proper way to go about it?
Well, so this particular property, actually, anytime I go in an attic, I wear full PPE every time, because you just never know what you're getting into. So to do a bat inspection, that's not really my thing. But this particular property, I've been in that attic, and it was some of the worst bat guano droppings I've ever seen in a job. So this, anytime you got, if you got a bat infestation, that every time requires insulation removal and put back, and then we got to clean all the rafters and trusses and joists and sheeting and clean, sanitize everything in there. So it's pretty involved. And this is a 2-story house, so we're up in the attic. So just logistics of where the buildings are right next to it. Like, one house is a foot away from this one, so we can't get equipment in and out very easy. So we're going to have to end up taking out either gable vents or taking out soffits. We're going to have to get involved and take stuff apart to get the machinery up in the attic to suck all the insulation out. And
now, is that the same? Like, if it was just maybe a couple bats, or evidence of a couple bats, or some 2 dead bats versus, I don't know, like a bunch, is it regardless of how many there are, or?
Well, if you see a dead bat in your house, they are mammals. They do breed. They do have young, and the young will feed on moms, and nature will take place in your attic. So if you see a dead bat in your living space, or a living bat in your living space, you really need to call a professional wildlife company to come in and do a full bat inspection. I've been with Kelly a few times when we do, when he's done these, we've gone in looking at them together. I'll bring my infrared cameras in, and we can see living bats real easy with infrared. we go up there and without flashlights first and just kind of look for daylight. That's our first clue where to start looking to, put put one of these bat doors on and stuff like that. He brings me in. I'm looking at it from the construction side, like how are we going to get up there? What's it going to take? What do we have to pull apart? How are we going to fill the hole? That sort of thing. He's up there looking for how to build the bat door apparatus on the inside and shove it out through the whatever opening that they're getting in and out on the outside. And so we kind of tag team them, but I'm looking at it from a structural, insulation, and then I'm looking at the pitches of the roof. Is it a 412? Is it a 1012? Is it a 1412 pitch? That's how steep it is, basically. Anything over 812 tends to get really hard to walk. You get a 1412 pitch, then that's impossible. That's almost vertical. So don't know. I don't know if I answered your question or if I'm talking in circles.
No,
but if you see any living or dead bats, get a pro to come in and take a look at it first.
Yeah,
obviously,
because
if it's dead, pick it up, throw it in a bag, and pitch it. But
I was thinking like if there's one dead, okay, there's one dead. But like you said, there may be others, so you need a pro to actually.
There's always others.
Find the rest.
They congregate. From my understanding, they kind of congregate with their family.
Yeah.
So
on
occasionally a
vacation.
male and female will break off from another if it gets one colony gets too big. This family of brothers and sisters and will break off and go find their own places, and you get too many in there, then the food sources start getting scarce. And so I don't know all those kind of details, but
so do you
carry rabies and their droppings carry histoplasmosis and a few other deadly diseases. So you don't want to mess with it. You don't want to clean it yourself ever. Just get a pro. And it is expensive, and it's getting harder and harder for insurance companies to cover it. State Farm used to cover it, no problem. They've excluded them now. So I don't know of any insurance company that covers bat droppings anymore.
Do you and your service guys buddies, whenever you come into a bat situation, ever come in with the Dracula Transylvania accent with a blah blah blah? I'm here. Do you guys ever do that? Oh man,
no,
missed opportunity.
But I do walk in wearing the full Tyvek suit and the boots,
black cape,
and the gloves, and the face respirators, and if it's really bad, we'll utilize what they call PAR respirators. It's basically pumping oxygen in. If it's so bad and it smells like urine, and if it smells like ammonia in there, that's not healthy. So
wow. Okay. Well,
yeah,
you covered that. Good job, Lonnie. I knew you'd be the man.
Awesome.
You want another one? Has nothing to do with bats. I figured the first question would be a warm up, and I'm trying to find interesting stuff, but I'm really not finding anything interesting. So, but we do want to educate. We started the podcast hoping to educate folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did you not find your list?
No, I didn't. But
did you email it or text it to me?
I think I emailed it. Let me pull it up on an email. I think I just pulled up the boards, but I didn't. Let's see. Your name is Lonnie.
Here we go.
You found something? You're good. You're really good.
Yeah, for this anti-IT guy. Let me, I want to text that to you. All right.
Oh, there
you
I found
go.
it too. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You're good. Carpet cleaning. We got carpet cleaning and mold on the board.
All right.
I'll take. Has anyone used dry slurry for 500?
Do you know what dry slurry is?
I do not, but it is under carpet cleaning, and I figured if somebody's going to know what dry slurry is, it's going to be Lonnie, and I'm pretty sure you don't buy it at 7-Eleven.
No, that's a dry Slurpee. So our carpet cleaning chemicals come in one of two ways. The question, the person that asked that question, I automatically know they're a rookie. We get our chemicals, or we're supposed to say our solutions, either in liquid form or dry slurry. The real thought is if you buy it in dry slurry, you're not paying for a liquid that's 98% water. And there's pluses and minuses to both of them. A dry slurry, you're paying for just the compound, the cleaning agent itself, and you got to mix it 100%. You put so many scoops to so many gallons, and then you got to have hot water and mix it up. And sometimes you got to let them sit a little bit. Sometimes you got to have a precise range, a temperature range for them to work. I tend to buy the better quality stuff, which comes in liquid. I do have some dry slurry compounds, but I buy them more. The best I can find for restaurants is in a dry slurry. So that's when I get a real greasy carpet, then I got a dry slurry compound. But everything else is it comes liquid. Some of it's ready to use. Some of it I got to use like 2.5 quarts per gallon. So it's really expensive, but it works. So that's what dry slurry is. It's boring crap.
Okay. Well, there you go. $500 goes to Lonnie for answering that question or that topic. Nice work.
I'm rich.
So
I'm rich.
Yeah, you're rich. I'm going to buy you some McCarty's.
Yeah. McCarty's, I need some more of that. Now, I've barely touched that bottle. I haven't really had the time. So what else you got there?
Let's see. What do we got going on? Bleach. That's all.
Yeah, I saw that one.
That's all it says. Bleach.
Right, bleach. Okay.
It says, are there dangers of bleach on carpet?
Well, believe it or not, some carpets like a Berber, you can bleach it. There is a test. I probably told you this. If not, I'll tell you now. Every carpet fiber, be it polypropylene, olefin, nylon, rayon, silk, wool, every carpet fiber has its own unique smell when you burn it. That's the method I use is a burn, what we call a burn test. You just find a fiber, be it under a floor register or something. There's always a loose fiber you can find somewhere.
Is there a difference is there a difference with carpet and rugs, or is it just the same thing with a different name?
You can make same fibers. Generally, your rugs are, if they're high end, they're wool, and you spend like high end money. Your $40 Lowe's specials, they're all either polyester or polypropylene. So bleach though, that is a testing method. If you can get a carpet fiber and it dissolves in bleach, then it's not olefin. Is basically what that one will tell you. So if you get a true Berber, I can pour all the bleach on it I want, and it won't phase it whatsoever. And actually, I do have some cleaning concoctions that utilize the bleach for Berber carpet only. So I don't know what that bleach comment was all about. Just bleach? Okay.
Okay, that was a bonus question or bonus topic. So this one's for $5,000. Ready for this one?
Oh, wow.
Ready for another one?
Yeah. Yep.
Anyone else's friends think they're a prostitute because you clean people's carpets and charge $100 an hour?
Is that really a question?
Yeah. I think someone was just trying to be funny, but yeah.
And I actually charge a minimum of $125 an hour to clean carpet, so I must be a high-end prostitute.
You're a high-end worker. Yeah.
Yeah, well, minimum charge is $125, And the idea is that that's an hour or less worth of work. So basically, one living room is $125. And when people say, "Oh, why so much?" Well, I got the drive time to get there, the setup time, the tear down time, the work time, and then the drive back time. So $125 is my minimum charge. That's for an hour's worth of work.
Okay.
Now with my cleaning, with my tools and stuff, and with my pricing structure, it breaks down. If you want to look at it by the hour, I may, we do charge more than $125 an hour to clean carpet, but that's me as a pro willing to invest in 20-inch wide cleaning tools. I mean, to pass down your kitchen or down your hallway, and your hallway's clean. Most hallways are 3 feet wide, so couple swaths with 20-inch cleaning wands, and your hallway's done. And I did it in 2 minutes, but I charged you $40 for that hallway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
right here,
time is money.
One more on carpet for the fun of it, and we'll see what comes up on the mold side of things. This person's living in a 1-bedroom apartment in Sydney and accidentally burnt the carpet with a blow dryer. What should she do? Anything she can do?
Well, wow. She burned it with a hairdryer? So that sounds like it's a Berber carpet, because those are real heat sensitive. Kind of depends. And if you don't have any leftover carpet to use as a patch, then depending on the size of the blemish, that's be it a stain or a burn or a cut, a snag or whatever. Sometimes we will sacrifice pieces of carpet in the corner of a closet to depending on the size of it. Now, if it's like a flat iron, like a clothing iron, makes it onto the carpet, that's a pretty sizable piece to steal out of a closet. So the answer is yes. There are remedies, but certain carpets seam up a lot easier than others. So, like your Berber, do you know what a Berber carpet is?
I don't.
It was popular in the 90s, early 2000s. I'm glad they quit selling it. They sold it as a wonder product, and it is horrible. It's oleophilic, which means it loves grease, hates water, so it's hard to clean. And but a Berber, you can look at it, and usually sight on, or just looking at it, you can tell it's a Berber. It's what they call a closed loop. It's a carpet that has rows, looks like corn rows or crop rows, and it also has since it's a closed loop, there's one fiber that'll run from one side to the other from start to finish. And if you catch it with your vacuum or something sharp, you can pull a runner all the way across the whole entire room. Those are horrible for butt seams. Or butt seams, T-seams, those are the same thing, or interchangeable terms. Berbers, you want to seam at the actual seam going with the rows. Does that make sense, or did I lose you? Think of it. Actually, I think I probably confused you. So think of like an aerial view of like a cornfield. Okay, imagine that's your carpet. That's what a Berber looks like. You got those nice straight rows that contours with the topography of the land, right? So imagine if all of a sudden you had to cut a square out of that, and a square of an acre of corn, pull it out and pop in another acre of corn, right?
You got to line it up.
You can line it up nicely with the rows that are going with the others, but that other row that crosses all the seam that I don't know how to describe. I don't know if I'm doing a good job, but basically imagine cutting perpendicular to the rows of corn and then trying to patch that in and not make it look like it with seams. It's really hard to do.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Takes a good pro to do that. So it depends on the type of carpet. Now, most rental properties, if she did this one say it was rental, most rental properties in my neighborhood tends to be Ferber because they do tend to resist stains pretty well. They're kind of impervious to water and that sort of thing, but they love grease. So, and they're very low budget, so they tend to throw a lot of those into rentals around here. And frisés. Frisé is also known as like a short shag, but it's a frisé that's always polyester. I can tell you by looking at it that it's polyester or that it's a frisé. I know it's polyester. Easy peasy to clean. Horrible, they gray out really bad, but they're great for patching. So if you put a clothing iron right in the middle of your living room floor and you got a piece of, frisé carpet rolled up in the closet somewhere, you can patch that in probably yourself. It is that forgiving. All right.
Do you ever find folks they just go with carpet that's like brown, so whenever it gets dirty they don't really see it?
Well, that's a lot of people's thoughts. That's not reality.
Then you go there with your specialized equipment and you use some special thing that shows every gross thing that they've lived. Yeah.
Well, a speckled frisé will actually hide a lot of blemishes in carpets. It hides a lot. But yeah, if you get just a solid cut pile, builder grade, cheap brown beige carpet, yeah, you'll see every crumb and every dog hair and cat, fur ball. I mean, you'll see it all on those. So, but they put a lot of that into rentals because it's cheap. It is so cheap.
Cool. Well, that concludes our carpet chat.
Okay. I must have bored you to death.
No, just moving things right along. Going through the mold
I like
stuff
these
now.
Random questions, though.
Yeah, because you never know what kind of experience and memories it triggers in that big old brain of yours.
Yeah.
So
now you're going to ask
one,
mold questions?
Along those lines. So there's this one. It's basically, is this mold or mildew in my vents? And I'm pretty sure the person shared some image of what they caught, but that's
do you know the difference between mold and mildew?
No, I don't. But in vents, are they both possible, or are they typically do they occur in vents, mold or mildew?
Mold, yes. Mildew, no. Mildew grows on living plants. So you can't have mildew in your shower. It's mold. It's not mildew. Our friend that we talked to, Sarah Klein, with the military housing thing, that's one of the things that, the military base people will say, oh, that's not mold, that's mildew. No, you need to go back to biology class and pay attention, because that is what you just said is factually inaccurate. It is. So mildew grows on living plants.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask to restate. Mildew grows on living plants.
So if you're one of those people that have a lot of indoor plants and you were to run a mold air sample test, then yes, you will have lots of mildew type molds, in the air, because that's just nature of plants and osmosis and, all the plant biology that goes on as you're watering it.
Now, is mildew harmful, or is it just unsightly, or both?
Well, I'm not I'm not a botanist, so I don't know if it serves a yin and yang type purpose for the plant. I know in nature there's usually a give and take, so where I don't know that answer. Now, if you're the person that has a dozen indoor plants that you're watering every day, and you're allergic to mildew stuff, then yes, that could be problematic and potentially dangerous. But but just your mildew that's growing on plants outdoor that gets in, that's not usually a concern indoors.
Okay, so mold is some spore of some thing or some sort,
Well,
right?
Mold is a fungus.
A fungus, and
its job, and mildew is a fungus as well, but
okay,
it
both,
just grows on living plants. Yeah.
Okay.
Mold, and I don't know if mildew. I've never, I don't deal with this, so I don't know. Like I said, if it serves a positive purpose or is it working on dead, decaying leaves, I don't know. But I know that mold eats on organic matter, and it's essentially decomposing. So, like, when a tree falls in the woods and you go hiking through there, you'll see all the you'll see a lot of things called lichens and stuff that that we talked about in biology class in 8th grade. You'll see a lot of that moss and same family. And its job is to break it down and turn it back into Mother Nature. That's what mold is doing. So whether it's on your sheetrock or on the dust that's in your ductwork on your HVAC system, or if it's on your studs that are framing out your bathroom, or that's what it's doing, is physically eating your house.
So mold and mildew, they're both fungus. And fungus, is that a type of plant?
Yeah, essentially. I mean, it's a very basic single cell organism plants, but are minimal. I mean, they're microscopic, so there's not very many cells to any fungus.
So if mildew could be found on plants, could mildew be found on mold? Is that too tiny to occur? Okay. Anyway, so now we know the difference. So when I go to my shower today and see all the unsightly stuff along the grout and stuff, that's definitely
mold.
not mildew. That is mold.
Yes.
Winner, chicken dinner. I got mold, people.
Yep, we all do in our bathrooms. Every one of us.
They're part of the family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love it or hate it.
Love it or hate it. Got mold. Okay.
I just texted you a picture of a 5-gallon pail of my dry slurry that I use for restaurants.
Ooh. Here. I'm still waiting for it to come in, I suppose. Oh, there it is. Grease eraser. You said everybody loves grease. I'm like, yep, I do. John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John, it's the best. So that's your slurry, and it's wet. So
no, it's dry.
It's dry.
Dry slurry. So it's just a cleaning compound. The detergent in a dry form.
Gotcha. Cool. How are you liking this format? Every now and then?
Yeah. I don't mind it. I don't know what you're going to ask me, but
I don't know either.
I don't know.
Let's see what else we got here. Yeah. Let's see. Nope. I don't understand that one. I found the missing coffee cup. I gotta open that image now. I gotta see what it's talking about. Yeah. Nope. I clicked the wrong thing. Oh, lovely. I'm just looking at an image of mold on a wall. Let's see. Sand mold. Yeah. That's it for now.
Sounds like you ran out of questions.
Yeah, and I'm going to get too lazy to start digging for more stuff because that's going to make an interesting pod.
Right?
Yeah.
So are you all caught up on your baking needs?
No. For heaven's sakes, no. and I'm learning stuff along the way. For folks who just tuned in, I bake. Apparently, I've become a baker, more of a sugar cookie and gingerbread cookie and ice royal icing decorator.
Yeah, I can teach you how to make roses and flowers if you ever want to put that on a cookie.
I'll definitely need to.
You'll have to fly out to see me, though.
I'll have to hit you up with that information. No, we'd have to do a Zoom video thing, and you'd have to do a whole presentation on Lonnie's rosette making techniques.
Yeah. Well, or you just fly out and bring your own buttercream and pastry bag and the right tips, and I can teach you how to do it.
Very cool. Yeah,
I think I blew your mind the other day whenever I told you I was a pretty accomplished cake decorator.
You did, because I hear about those people like you once in a while. There's this one ultra runner that I used to follow a lot, and he podcasts and he talks about how he bakes his kids' birthday cakes and stuff, and he posts them on Facebook, and they're typically themes like superhero themes and of that nature, but it's amazing what your everyday person is able to do without having to claim that they bake. Yep.
Like, I'm not a baker, but I can decorate a cake, and I write more legibly. Is that proper English? Doesn't sound right. My handwriting is more legible with a pastry bag than pen and paper. And you can ask my brother. You can text my brother and ask him, and he'll say, "Yep, he's seen it."
Yeah, my penmanship is horrible, and if I draw letters, it's way better. So when I'm talking to the kids over their homework, and I'll tell them, draw your letters better, because I can't tell them to write any better because I don't write any better. But if I teach them if I just phrase it differently, say draw your words better, then hopefully they would have taken an artistic approach to penmanship.
Yeah, that's a dying art. Nobody writes anymore.
Yeah, sadly. Well, it's a nice day. I've wandered off. I'm on some pier, sitting on a bench. I've got the Bay Bridge behind me.
You're near the water?
Yeah.
Oh, I hear the birds. Nice.
Yeah. Lovely. How far along have we gone? We're almost at time.
About an hour. You got to go back to the office, or?
Yeah, I do. Usually, it's funny when we're out when we're doing this and I'm out and about, and then we sign off. Then I start thinking about, look at this food place here. Maybe I should check it out, and I end up eating something.
So you don't have to be back at a certain time then.
No, but I do need to get back eventually.
Yeah, they might miss you. Maybe.
What you got going on is the day is almost done for you, huh?
Yeah, it's 3:00. I've actually got all my work done for the day. I'll piddle around, straighten up my shop a little bit, and I'll go home fairly early. Might even take a nap before dinner. I don't know.
Cool.
We'll have to see. But yeah, it's pretty low key today.
Low key is good. Rolling into the holidays, don't need any drama. I'm glad that you're not working fires anymore, so that you don't have to interrupt your holidays boarding up houses.
We had a bad fire last night in town. 35. What's the word? 35. What's the word I'm looking for? Not EMTs, but firefighters were on site. And yeah, it was bad. They lost everything.
Oh no! What type of structure?
Well, it was a commercial building, and old part of town, and they had everybody there because the buildings are so close. And Old Town every old town or, downtown area, just they build houses and buildings right on top of each other. I don't know how the neighboring buildings didn't catch fire. It was bad. And we just happened to be driving by and saw the 2 ladder trucks up in the air, and then the news started popping up, and we're on the scene, and 35 firefighters and safety personnel are on the scene, and it's a father. Oh, it's a roofing company, but it's something. Instead of CNW? Yeah, CNW Roofing and Daughters LLC is what it is. So I guess there's a dude and a couple daughters that goes out and does roofing.
Wow.
They lost it all.
Lost it all, but they walked away with their lives, right?
Yeah, I mean it was their office, so I mean nobody lives there, but and I drove by just out of curiosity, and it's bad.
Wow, sad.
Yeah. Hopefully they got good insurance.
Yeah, people.
Well, with that, you probably need to get back to work, don't you?
Yeah, so let's wish everybody a happy, safe holidays, and we'll see them next year. How about that?
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Yay,
Happy
guys.
New Year. Stay
Happy
safe.
New Year.
Thaw your turkeys before you fry them.
Yeah. And have fun. Hug your friends, and that's a different podcast.
Hug your friends and your enemies.
Hug your friends and your enemies. Yeah. Right on. So
this has been fun, Ruel.
Till next time.
Yeah.
This is Lonnie Beecham wanting to tell you to get your life back to normal. That's a wrap.
They'll get your life back to normal. Lonnie with Restore It Restoration.
This has been another Coffee with Heavy Cream production.